Okay, so apparently, during the recent times of the Bear Alpha Week 5 update, tons of people are constantly asking, even with previous weeks, where's this badge? Oh, where's this badge? Oh my god, I can't find these dumb badges. Well, I won't have you whining anymore because I am now on my alt account and I will show you how to get every single treasure hunt badge, excluding secret badges that came with it, including a bonus quest that came with it. So let's go straight into it. Alright, so your first map of these badges will be the Captain's Cove map, in which you will be receiving the Cannon kill effect, the Treasure Chest kill effect, and the Pirate Bear skin. So let's go right into the round. Alright, now once inside the map, you are going to be looking for your first badge, which is the Treasure Hunt 1. This one isn't too hard. All you do is run over to this town area in the map, which is not too far away from spawn. Jump on these few hills and jump over this wheelbarrow right here. It's just a few like shortcuts and to save a bit of time. Then go into this building here with the seashell covering the face. Then you will find a shovel buried within this corner, and after you pick up the shovel, you'll have to quickly run around here, jump over these obstacles, and go to where the bear is spawned at. Once you're near the bear spawn, you'll have to jump over where the bear spawns up into this area, in which after you jump over, you will find this broken down ship, and if you look down, there will actually be an X in the sand. Once you dig up the X, you will finally find the treasure chest and get the first badge. Now for the second badge, Treasure Hunt 2, this one is fairly easy, but once you first figure out what you're trying to do, it can be a bit annoying, because it is kind of confusing on how the puzzle works. But what you do is instead of going this way to where I found the shovel, you go right into this building in which a pirate jug will be sitting on top of this desk. And once you grab it, you have to return it back to the pirate bear at the spawn. But that's not it, however. What you have to do is actually grab the same jug twice in order for the badge to register. So, you have to come back here, grab a second pirate jug, and you guessed it, teleport back to the spawn, in which you will give him the final jug, and a somewhat of a cutscene will happen in which it will later on give you the badge. Here's the cutscene to the badge, by the way. Now, for the third and final badge of Captain's Cove, Treasure Hunt 3, this one can be a bit tricky to figure out, similar to Treasure Hunt 2, but I honestly find this one a bit trickier to figure out, because it took a lot more steps and clues to figure out. But what you do is, you go back to the town area, climb on these few boxes, and climb up this tall palm tree to get this coconut, in which when you get this coconut, you climb up these ladders, which are not too far from where you get the coconut, climb up to here, and once you pass behind this wall, you will see the broken ship from earlier, but you will be at the front of the ship instead. But before you descend down into the ship, you have to go in front of it first to push this button, and once it turns dark, you will know that something has actually opened down here. And the thing that's opened are these cannons. And these cannons are important since you actually have to grab one of them, which I don't know how you grab a cannon, put the cannon in here, and the coconut you got from earlier is actually the cannonball for this. And once you put it in there, it explodes the door, and you get the final badge for Captain's Cove. Alright then, if you have all the Captain's Cove badges, the next badges you should be getting on your list is the Brick Bay Zoo badges. The Brick Bay Zoo badges include the monkey suit skin, the Zookeeper skin, and the giraffe skin. So now we have to pick the map Brick Bay Zoo, of course, to get these badges. So I'm not going to blabber on again and go right into the map. Alright, now hoping that you did actually pick Brick Bay Zoo, the first badge, Treasure Hunt 4, isn't too much of a problem. The first area you go to is the savannah, in which you pass through the enclosure of zebras, giraffes, and even hippos, despite it being closed off though. Then go over to the reptile house, climb over the tortoise enclosure, and move past these enclosures to find a plant here that's made out of bears. And once you grab the bears that is made out of grass, or whatever the hell you would call this thing, you would go back to the giraffe that is near the color code and run up here, feed the grass, and it will turn into a bear. Now for Treasure Hunt 5, this one is a bit of a tricky one since it actually requires you to look throughout the entire map, but thankfully I know all 6 locations. Your first location will be back at around where you got the giraffe bear fed at, in which there will be a somewhat hidden banana inside of these little rocks, 1 out of 6. The second one will be inside of the reptile house where you got the plant made out of bears, in which inside of the tortoise enclosure there will be a upside down banana inside a tree in which you will have to jump up to it, getting 2 out of 6. The third banana is outside of the reptile house, in which you have to run outside the reptile house, go into the cafeteria area, climb on this building, and there will be a third banana right here, rewarding 3 out of 6. The fourth banana is outside of the food court, inside of the tundra area, in which the reindeer enclosure will have a plant that has a banana wedged inside of it, giving you 4 out of 6. The fifth banana peel is outside of the reindeer enclosure, but inside of the aquarium, in which near the shark altar, a banana peel will be hidden inside this kelp or plant, rewarding you 5 out of 6. The final banana is actually outside the aquarium, in which you've pretty much come full circle, since the last banana is right near where spawn is with the gorilla enclosure, but you don't go inside the enclosure, you actually have to climb on top of the enclosure, in which the sixth and final banana will be here, rewarding you 6 out of 6 and the skin. Now for the final batch of Brick Bay Zoo, Treasure Hunt 7, this one can be a bit confusing, but do not to worry, it's actually a lot easier than people really make it up for. First button you have to grab is actually inside of the taper enclosure behind these grasses here, in which clicking the first button, it will say a random number, but thankfully these random numbers don't really matter. The second one is actually next to it inside the flamingo enclosure, giving you your second button. The third button is actually a bit further away, in which you have to climb out of this zone of the zoo and go back to the savannah, in which near the giraffe enclosure and the hippo enclosure, behind a street post or a street lamp, there will be a third button hidden behind the street lamp post, rewarding you your step closer to getting the Zookeeper bear. Now for the final button, it's somewhere near the bear spawn, but you need to make sure not to get too close to the bear spawn, even though you literally have to climb inside of it, or else you're literally going to die. But if the bear's AFK, this should be a lot easier, since you can literally just go inside of the tundra area, go to the bear spawn, the button will be literally right behind the tree and also where the bear spawns, giving you the last button, and a secret door will actually open. So, if you go back to where the survivor spawn is, you will notice that this door is actually open, and surprise, surprise, the Zookeeper bear is waiting inside here for you, and once you touch him or just come inside the room, you will get the final badge and completing the Brick Bay Zoo achievements. Now, after you get all the Brick Bay Zoo achievements, you should be getting fairly closer to finally finishing all of these achievements. But your next map you're going to be getting is Sunset Plain, in which the stuff you will be getting from the map is first, the Unicorn Mount, second, the King Bear, and third, the Dragon Bear. So first off, you of course need to get the map Sunset Plain. So now, let's get straight back into the second last map of these badges. Alright, your first badge inside of Sunset Plain will be Treasure Hunt 7, or the Unicorn Mount. This one, once again like some of the others, isn't half bad, since all you do is walk away from Survivor Spawn, go to where this well area is, and climb up inside into this house, in which once you pass through this house, there will be a bunch of horse sitting in this pen area, in which you can actually ride one of the horses, but don't unequip the horse, or else it will unequip and you have to grab another horse. So what you do is stay riding on the horse, like you can still run and jump, but you just can't press 2 or else you'll get rid of the horse. But keep the horse and ride back to spawn, in which there will actually be a golden apple. It will always be there, but this is more important if you have the horse, because if you actually have the horse, you can have the horse eat it and actually turn into a unicorn. The 8th treasure hunt badge, aka the King Bear, is somehow considered hard for a few people, but for me it is honestly really easy. So what you do is, instead of going that way, you go into the King's Castle over here, into which the King's throne room will be over here, in which there will be 6 statues in the room, in which I say it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the easiest code, aka literally the only code, is 2, 4, 5, 1, 3, and 6, in which the king will be freed from his portal inside of the poster and will actually be freed back into his throne, rewarding you the badge. Now for the final badge inside of Sunset Plain, which is Treasure Hunt 9, is the Dragon Bear, which this one could actually be the most complicated one, in which what you have to do is follow the same route you took as to when you grabbed the horses to get the unicorn mount, but instead of grabbing the horses, you actually have to walk up into this area on the side of the castle, in which next to the wire puzzle up these stairs, there will be a wall that is hidden, but it's actually breakable. And once you break through the wall, there will actually be a secret fire potion that you can actually drink. And once you drink it, fire will come spewing out of your mouth. So, in these 3 locations, the farm next to the horses, these hay bales next to this meteor and the well near spawn, and this wheelbarrow holding the pig, which is near the other pig that is near the hay bales. All 3 of these you have to burn with this fire potion in order to get the dragon badge, in which I showed you where all 3 locations are. So if you got all those 3, you should have the badge and you are done with Sunset Plains. Alright then, and after you are done with Sunset Plains treasure hunt achievements, you should be on the last, and now the most latest, treasure hunt badges, the Cyanotype achievements. The map's still confusing to pronounce, but that is the best I am going to say of it, in which the 3 things you get from this map are the Meteor kill effect, the UFO mount, and the Parasite bearer skin. So, I will finally show you the last skins and other things on the final map, Cyanotype, or Cyanotype. Please comment how you say that, it's still really confusing. But anyways, let's go into the map now. Alright, we are now on the final new Bear Alpha map, Cyanotype. That is what I'm going to call it from now on. So, if you want to get Treasure Hunt 10, this is what you have to do. So this map is pretty big, so these badges are actually going to take quite a bit longer to get than usual. But what you do is run to spawn, run down this ladder, go up this ladder on the other side of this mines area, go past this area, pass where the bear spawns, and climb up here. Once you climb up here, you will climb past this generator part here, And once you meet this meeting room, there will be a key card sitting right here on the floor. Once you grab this key card, you will jump out of this window, run past this door that has one of the wire puzzles, run past these bedrooms, run past the cells, maybe, and there will be a blue vending machine, which it looks normal, but it can be pushed, in which the key card can be inserted inside of this yellow brick. The grapes will be mentioned later. But after you use the key card on that yellow button, you jump down here, and this room actually was never open, but now has. And once you go in there, there will be a statue in which you will get the Treasure Hunt 10 award. Alright, so after you get the 10th one for Treasure Hunt 11, this one is a lot more simple compared to the other two in this map. All you have to do is randomly roam around the map until you find 4 satellite dishes, in which all you do is just spam click. And you'll know you're done after it stops spam clicking and it'll be pointing to a different direction. The first one is near spawn with these medkits. The second one is also near spawn, but it's closer towards the cheese altar. The third satellite will be next to exactly where bear spawns, so watch out if the bear's AFK. And your final satellite will be near the color code panels, in which after you spam click all 4 solar panels or satellite panels, you will jump down this hole, run up this ladder back to near where spawn is, and a UFO will now appear at spawn, in which a giant laser will start shooting down, and once you go into the laser, you will automatically get Treasure Hunt 11, and awarding you with the UFO mount. Now for the final Treasure Hunt badge, Treasure Hunt 12. This one is pretty tricky, but it's still doable. So, in order to get this skin, you have to run back down to this area, to where it's back to where the mines, and also somewhat near the area where I passed in the Treasure Hunt 10 guide. Go the same way, but instead of passing by the bear, you pass it again. What do you think? And then you climb down here instead, and once you get here, this will be important for later. But you jump through this window, and there will be a purple glass here with all these plants. But look, there's a grape in there, and surprise, surprise, you can actually climb in there and grab the purple grapes. The second grapes is outside of this area, in which you have to run past this, run into this other section of the map, go through here, climb up these stairs, go through here, jump down to where the wire puzzle is, and this cube that is red will give you the red grapes. Now remember the yellow grapes from earlier? If you want to get the yellow grapes, you have to run all the way back here to where near the color code panels are, and where you can move this vending machine, in which this was for the Treasure Hunt 10 badge, but this is for the Treasure Hunt 12 badge. And after you have all 3 grape variants, you need to quickly run back to the cafeteria, in which you will actually grind all of these grapes up into a new drink for the certain bear subject to drink, in which the cafeteria is near the wire puzzle that is near the red grapes. And after putting all 3, you get the drink. And after you get the drink, you have to very quickly run back to the room where the bear subject is. You have to press this green button, in which the door will unlock, and very quickly give him the drink, and he will turn into this thing, giving you the final Treasure Hunt badge. And now, hopefully after all your work of getting Captain's Cove, Brick Bay Zoo, Sunset Plain, and the new Cyan space map, after getting all 12 of these achievements, you should be able to claim the grand prize, in which the grand prize is Captain Sam. And that is it. That is how you get every single treasure hunt badge and finish it off with Captain Sam. But the video's not actually over yet. there's still one more thing left for people to go off with, knowing it's actually a bit easy to do. It's honestly just luck based, which is the new bounty hunting missions, in which there's one in the new map, one in Sunset Plains, and one in Crazy Port, in which you have to equip this blaster and actually go into the 3 maps with this new weapon. And the 3 maps will be Crazy Port, Sunset Plains, and the new map, once again as a reminder. Alright, so hopefully you're back in the new map with this new ray gun that you have. So if you want to get the achievement, well, it's not really an achievement, but it's a side quest. If you want to get the side quest achievement on this map, what you have to do is do the same strat as I did for the other few badges. Quickly run up here, climb up the ladder, go to the bear spawn, pass by the bear, climb up these ladders, and go to this reactor core area, in which you can see him down there. You jump down, shoot him, and bam, you get the Moonwalker potion. Now, you might have seen earlier, but if you want to get the alien that's hidden inside of Sunset Plain, then if you recall, it's actually within the library area as I was getting the Sunset Plain badges showcasing on how to get them. So you just have to jump over to this area, jump over these shelves that lead into the library, go over here, jump around here, and he will be on this table. Shoot him, shoot him. I can't aim. Shoot him, shoot him, and there we go. You get the badge, kind of. Now, if you're looking for the final alien out of the 3, you have to go on Crazy Port first off, and it's in a pretty wide open area, so I genuinely do not know how you can miss this. So run through these areas with the cheese inside of the red crate, and then there will be this area inside with the boat and the wire puzzle right here. The Puffle, or alien, will be sitting right behind here, and boom, killing the last one and collecting every badge within these updates. So yeah, that's every single treasure hunt achievement and also side mission from the new Space Week update from the 2024 Bear Alpha weekly updates. And by the way, this is what the items from the side quests look like. The Moonwalk Potion, the Space Invader Bear, and the Galaxy Lord Bear, which is my favorite personally. But that's it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed the guides. Hopefully you don't go screaming at people, telling how do you get these badges, and appreciate the last moments that we have of Bear Alpha before its weekly events end. The game isn't ending, the weekly events are ending. Listen to that properly. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye now. Yeah, bye now.